Have you ever woken up, looked at the mirror, and just hated what you saw? Like nothing was wrong, you literally slept fine. The day hasn't even started, but you just looked at yourself and thought, I am not enough. I want you to sit to that feeling for a moment because today we're going to completely destroy it. Not with the love yourself speeches or with affirmations, but with actual truths. Because once you hear what I'm about to say, you will never look at yourself the same way again. I have never woken up hating my body or hating the way I look. And before you roll your eyes, I know how that sounds. But it's not because I'm some perfect girl who has all figured out, or because I have the most banging or most beautiful body or whatever. It's just because I realized something most people never question. Beauty standards are not real. They are literally an illusion of people's imagination. See, they're just rules that somebody or some people made up, and then we believed them and started comparing ourselves against these rules and started feeling like we are behind when it was never real in the first place. But do you know something about made up rules? You do not have to follow them. And that is what I'm here to prove to you in today's video. Let me prove to you that beauty standards are not real. And I'm going to do it by taking you on a word tour. Are you ready? Okay, first off, let's go to somewhere in Korea, maybe South Korea or whatever. When you go there, the standard will say the ideal girl is, the one with slim jawline, soft face, innocent look, whatever. That is the ideal girl. That is what is called beautiful. Now let's fly to somewhere in America or whatever place. Now the standard shifts completely. The ideal is curve, confidence, detailed features, that effortless hot girl look. Now a fuller figure is celebrated in America. That same body that might be too much somewhere else is celebrated there. And that is what is called perfect. Stay with me. Let's fly to somewhere in Africa like Nigeria. When you come to Nigeria, here the standard says, don't be too fat, don't be too slim, don't be too tall, don't be too short. You need to have shape, but it must be in the right place. You need to look soft but snatched, whatever that means. And then these standards keep changing every single time. So, are you telling me now, if you walk into these 3 different continents, 3 different people are going to see completely different things when they look at you, when it comes to the definition of standards in beauty? So now you ask, so which one is right? Which standard is the real one? Exactly. There is no real standard. There is no real one. Wait, if beauty means different things depending on where you are, who's looking, and what year it is, then what exactly are you trying to become? Because now you wake up every morning comparing yourself to a standard that changes, a standard that contradicts itself, a standard that was created by people who don't even know your name, and you're losing sleep over it. And let me tell you something, that is not your fault, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. And before I continue, I want to keep one key message. Beauty standard is not real, but you are, and you are beautiful. Literally, you are. You were created by God Almighty. You are beautiful. God is the greatest artist, and however He created you is perfect. That is the standard. Okay? So now let's move forward. So let's talk about the modeling industry for a second, because this is where it gets really obvious. There was a time if you weren't tall, skinny, blonde, white, you were practically invisible. That was the definition of supermodel. But now brands are racing to celebrate different skin colors, different body type, unique features, unconventional looks. So I have to ask, which one was the real beauty? The one from 20 years ago or the one now? Because if the perfect woman changed drastically in just a couple of decades, then she was never royal in the first place. She was just whatever was useful to sell at the time. But you are not a product. You are a person, and your worth doesn't change with a trend cycle. And now, social media has made it even worse. It's no longer just country standards. Now it's algorithm standards. TikTok has a body type, Instagram has a face, and they change every 6 months. And now you're not even comparing yourself to real people anymore. You are comparing your real, unfiltered, just woke up self to someone's best angle, best lightning, best filter, and sometimes little facial editing software. That is not a fair comparison. That is not even a comparison. That is a trap. That girl you're scrolling thinking, oh, I wish I looked like her. She probably has a folder of 47 pictures she took before she posted that one. And she probably still edited it. You are real. She posted the highlights reel. They are not the same thing. Here's what I need you to really understand, and I need you to really hear this. You don't feel not pretty enough because something is wrong with your face or your body. You feel not pretty enough because you've been comparing yourself with someone else's ruler. A ruler that was made up, a ruler that keeps changing, a ruler that was never designed for you to win. In fact, if you feel like you're winning, they will move that ruler. The moment I stopped trying to pick that ruler, everything changed. I didn't change my face, I didn't change my body. I just stopped letting a broke system be the judge of my worth. And I want you to do the same thing. See, I'm not telling you to be arrogant or act like you're better than everyone else. I am just telling you to be completely unapologetically unbothered by the opinion of a system that doesn't even know you exist. Because, do you know what that looks from the outside? Confidence. That is exactly what people can start staring at. Not a face shape, not a body type. The energy of a girl who decided she is enough. So, here's what I actually want to do. Because I'm not going to leave you without something real to take away with. Number 1, stop the comparison scroll. Not forever, just notice when you feel worse after looking at someone's page. That is a cue to drop the phone down. That content is not serving you. Number 2, start dressing for your energy. Not what is trending, not what people approve, but what you genuinely like, what you feel comfortable in. Dress like that every single day. Number 3, write down things you genuinely like about yourself. In fact, place it on the wall. Not just what other people compliment you about, but what you see. Because the goal is to become your own biggest fan first. Number 4, start doing what makes you feel better. I'm going to be really sincere with you right now. If you feel like, oh, I'm a little bit overweight, I don't like that, then work out. If you're like, oh, I lost some weight and I want to gain some weight, then eat more. If you're like, oh, my hair is curly, I want to straighten, then straighten it. Not because you're trying to fit a standard, but because you genuinely want to. Number 5, stop apologizing for existing. Stop shrinking yourself and trying to qualify yourself before you speak. You have as much right to take up space as anyone else in the world. So act like it, and I'll always say, you are a goddess. Okay? So stop shrinking yourself to fit in rooms that is about too small for you. So I need you to hear this last thing and actually let it sink in. You are not a problem. The standard is the problem. The system is the problem. The algorithm is the problem. You have been standing in front of a broken mirror all this time, wondering why your reflection looks wrong. It's not you. The mirror was always broken. So from today, stop trying to fix yourself for a standard that was never designed for you to win. You are not trying to meet the standard anymore. Honey, you are the beauty standard. If this video did anything for you, even if it just shifted one thought, then share it to that one girl who really needs to hear this, because she's out there now feeling like she's not enough. But she is. She just doesn't know it yet. So subscribe if you're new. I post on this channel every week, and here we talk about becoming the most confident, most powerful, and most unapologetic versions of ourselves. My name is Answizi, and remember, you do not need the words approval or validation. You just need your own. And you are beautiful just the way you are. Bye.